So I started off with this quilted blanket that I found at Goodwill for probably less than $10 because I don't pay more than $10 for anything that I find at Goodwill. But then after I did that, I went ahead and took my current pant pattern and cut out all the pieces that I have. That's front, back, waistband, zipper fly shield, pocket bag. Did I already say waistband? I just cut all that out. And I actually used a drape I had left over from a different project for the lining of the pocket bag and the Welt pockets. So here are all my pieces cut out. Like I said before, front, back, pocket, Welt, and zipper fly and zipper, or I guess fly shield. After that was done, I went ahead and serged the crucial parts of my pattern so that way they wouldn't fray. But then I went ahead and worked on my front first. I made the little mark on where I would sew up to put in my zipper fly, sewed that closed, and then started to work on the fly. So I grabbed the actual zipper fly and put it right sides facing to the right side of my pant, sewed that down so that way I could press it out forward. It looks something like this. Once that was done, I took my zipper and put half of my zipper like 3/4 of an inch over the line and then sew the other side of the zipper. And I'll do like a full zipper tutorial. I have one already, but I feel like I've changed the way I do it, and that'll be included in the pant pattern video. But then I lined up the other side of the zipper to the left side of the pant and sewed that down. Once that was done, it looked really good, but now I just needed to top stitch that down. And before I top stitch, I go ahead and put in my fly shield and line it up with the seam allowance that the zipper already has. So that way, once I top stitch, that's putting that in place as well. And then you get this cute little back that's all covered. You just cut the rest of the zipper off. I like to use really long zippers, but that is how I worked on the front. And then after that, I went ahead and marked where my little, J looking curve thing was gonna go. And then I sewed that all in. That's the zipper fly done. I went ahead and moved on to pockets, sewing the pocket bags to the front of the pant, right sides facing. And after that was done, I was able to turn them right sides out and go ahead and press that down and top stitch on both sides. After that, I went ahead and attached the back of the pocket to the pocket bag and sewed all around the pocket bag to close it off, and it looked something like this. And I also like to stitch at the top and the sides of this pocket just to keep it in place as I sew fronts and backs together. Now I'm working on my Welt pocket, which is always fun to do. I just drew out the square that I'm going to sew around, so I sewed that rectangle, and after that cut into it to do a Welt pocket. If you guys want like a more in-depth tutorial on that, please let me know. This method I use I actually got from just this random YouTube video about like sewing hacks. I love making Welt pockets this way, but yeah, it's super easy, so I just wanted to get that done to be able to combine the backs together, right sides facing. Now that that's done and functional, I went ahead and put backs together, right sides facing, and sewed those down with a 3/4 of an inch seam allowance. That's what my whole pant pattern is a 3/4 of an inch seam allowance. I just like it better. And then I put fronts and backs together, tried it on, didn't put it in the video because it was getting dark, and realized they were way too wide. So I wanted to do this like bell-bottomed, slimmed thing. So I just kind of lined them up and freehand it and sewed that closed, and then also sewed on the waistband, which was terrifying because it was way too thick and I broke some stuff. But here are the finished trousers, and I think they look pretty damn good. I'm very happy with them and how they turned out. They're definitely super comfy and cozy and will definitely keep me warm during the winter time. So there you have it. That is the finished pant. I will say, if you do try this at home, when you are cutting out your waistband, try not to like quadruple layer your waistband. That's what I did, because that's how I normally do my waistbands, so I can like skip interfacing. But that made my waistband extremely thick and it was very scary. I broke a needle. I did not include that in the footage, but I broke a needle and I bent another one. So if I had to do it again, I would just go back and thin out my waistband. If you did enjoy this video or get the tiniest bit of inspiration, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel out. And subscribe if you're new here, or if you've come back multiple videos and have not subscribed yet, which is okay because I also do that. But eventually we have to bite the bullet and subscribe. So hopefully that day is today for you. But until next time, I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye everyone.